This is a demo lecture by Anik Pal in the subject English of class 9th CBSE. The chapter name is Road Not Taken, poet Robert Frost. Let us introduce the poet first. Robert Lee Frost was an American poet, but his poetry was published initially in England before publishing in USA. He was born on 26 March 1874 and unfortunately died on 29 January 1963. Before moving to the chapter, before moving to the poem, we'll introduce the poem first. The poem basically refers to the idea of human decision making. In this poem, the poet showcased that he was in a jungle, in a forest, and the two roads diverged in a wood, and he have to take the decision which path he have to follow. So the poet chooses one path as he was only a traveler, so he could not travel both the way in the same time. So he chose one way, and by choosing the way, he come to an conclusion, and the conclusion make all the changes in his life. So the poet doesn't mention what was the change was already occurred in his life, but it was certain that the right decision gives you the right path, or the right decision makes your way far better. So move to the poem. This is the stanza 1. The two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. In this poem, the poet was standing like this picture in front of two roads, and he was thinking which road should he choose to follow. In the first line, it says that the wood, that the jungle is yellow. Here, the yellow wood referring to the autumn season and the decomposing leaves as well. This is this symbolize the vague situation of the poet's mind. And in the second line, he says, "Sorry, I could not travel both." This means, as we always all know, that a single person cannot travel both the road in the same time. So he was little bit confused which road should he choose. So he told that he could not travel both the road in the same time, and looked down as far as I could to where it paid in the undergrowth. So the word undergrowth refers to the bushes, okay, and it means that he tried to find out which road is better than the other, and both the roads bend down to the undergrowth. Move to the second stanza. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the posing there had owned them really about the same. So he was verifying the roads, which road should he choose, because if he choose one road came back he could not come back to travel the another one, because our lives gives always opportunity. If we choose a opportunity, then the other vanishes. In this poem, in the second stanza, he says, then took the other, just as fair. This means both the roads looks very nice, neat and clean. The quality of the roads are same. So he took the other one. And He thought that it was a better claim, a better option that he chose because it was grassy and wanted wear. Because the roads were grassy means green, and green symbolizes youth, new life. So he chooses the unconventional way. If a road is grassy, that's mean that the road is not used or doesn't use in regular way. And wanted where it's mean that it had not been used. Means the roads are not used in a regular way or is not used by anyone else. So that's why the roads are grassy, and for that reason he wanted to move through this road. Though as for that the passing there had owned them really about the same. By these two lines he wanted to convey the message that the two roads were looking as like as same. Okay, next move to the third stanza. This third stanza it begins like, and both the morning equally lay in leaves, no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. In this third stanza, he mentions that the morning equally lay on the two roads. It means nature equally gives opportunity to these two roads. Okay, nature gives the two roads the same quality, but the destination of the two roads are not same. In leaves, no steps had trodden black. Here, trodden black means walked over. When a path is walked over and a path is full of leaves, then the leaves, after after stamped down, it gets into black shade. That's why the poet says, in leaves, no step had trodden black means no person had walked over through this way. That's why there is no black leaves or rotten leaves. Okay. Oh, I kept the first for another day, and the poet here compelled herself to take one road as he was a one traveler and comforted himself by saying, let's suppose that the other road will be taken on another day, and we know if we make a decision, we could not get back through it. We could not get back to our starting point and take the second decision, take the other option. This is just a comfortable words just to comfort himself. Yet knowing how way leads to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. And in this last two line, he said that he is doubting, he has doubt if he could ever come back to travel the second path. Yes, we know there is no possibility of coming back if you make a decision. So, decision making is a very tough thing a person could do in his life. We always suffer before making our decision. Options are there, and option makes us confuse which one should we take. If we take the first one, we get confused until the result comes. This is the fourth stanza, and this is the last stanza of this poem. This stanza says, I shall be telling with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. The first three stanza is written in past tense, but this stanza is written in future tense. So, in this stanza, the poet says that he will be telling with someone else, with he will be telling his upcoming generation with a shy. Here, this shy refers two things: shy of relief and shy of grief. When we get shy of relief, shy means deep breath. When we get a confident move, or when we achieve something, a successful thing, then we usually make a shy of relief. And when we fail to do something, or anyway we make any mistake, then we shy then we breathe the sigh of grief. So in this stanza, poet makes the readers to choose his way, to choose his way, if he is the person to be in shy of grief, or to be in the shy of relief. It is his only decision. It is his one decision. This makes all the differences. So this first line says, I shall be telling this with a shy, somewhere ages and ages hence. So in future, he will be telling someone else that what he will tell, what he will tell, two roads diverge in a wood. So he will tell his story, his decision making power, that his only that decision makes his life in this way, that the way he will be living at that time. In this third line, one can see that the word I, and in the beginning of the fourth line, the same word I is repeated, just to emphasize that the poet make his own decision himself. So he says, and I took the one less traveled by. He was very confident, and if we take the way of shy of relief, that his decision was good enough. For that reason, he's in this state, he's enjoying his life. And if we take the shy of grief, it will say that it was his only decision that make him in a poor condition, poor situation. So he was very much confident that he chose the less traveled by road. That's why all the differences in his life occurs. I hope you will understand this poem. Thank you.